and they didn't know it.
No. Let's start today.
Exactly. And so my daughter, who is our more religiously minded of the two, we went through the Pledge of Allegiance, and my son says, "Dad, how do you know that so well?" I said, "Well, when I went to school, we said it every morning before we started our day." And my daughter, as intuitive as she is, says, "Are we not allowed to say that anymore because it says God in it?"
Yes.
She's 8. She gets it.
Yes.
But the other story that I'll share with you is, and some of my friends have heard this story on multiple occasions, was my 9-year-old, he's now 10, he just turned last month. We were eating lunch, and he asked me, or he stated to me, "Dad, we need a 4th branch of government." A 9-year-old said that. So that made me put down my lunch and listen. And I said, "Tell me what you mean, buddy," with one eyebrow up, wondering what he was going to say. And he said, "Dad, we have the president, and we have Congress, and we have the judges, and they're all supposed to balance each other out. But there's one missing." I said, "Buddy, tell me what that is." He said, "It's the people, Dad. The people are missing." As I've stated in the past, it's hard to eat your lunch with your jaw on the table. But he's right. The people are missing from this process, and what we need to do is we need to stand together and take this country back. Now, people have said, "Chris, as an independent, you're going to get into office if you're lucky enough." And I don't know if that's luck or insanity trying to do that, but I'm keeping going anyway. They say you're not going to have as much power as you would if you were inside a party. What's your plan? Well, there are 4 committees that I want to be on. One is the Small Business Committee, because I know that the small businesses are not well represented. We've talked about the fact that California is not business friendly. Not only is it not business friendly, it's the least business friendly state in the union. 50 out of 50. That's why businesses are leaving. The problem is that the enlightened in Washington, D.C. are now implementing the same job-killing strategies that we implemented here, there, and that is not going to re-stimulate jobs. So somebody needs to stand up for small business, and I intend to do that. The other 3 committees have to do with government oversight, rules, and ethics. And the reason that I believe I need to be in those places is because that's where prosecution starts. There are too many crooked politicians in Washington right now, and there are too many people protecting them because they're afraid of losing their standing within the party, having people run against them, or losing their committee standing. I'm going in with no predisposed ideas about who's crooked and who's not. There will be days as an independent where sometimes Democrats may like me. Sometimes they'll hate me. Republicans may like me. And sometimes they'll hate me. But if they're crooked, they will always hate me. Because we're coming after them. Now the thing is that I want you to remember is this will be a hard fight. I'm running as an invisible candidate by not being on the ballot. People actually have to write my name in order for me to win. That doesn't discourage me. What it's forcing me to do is talk to more people and get the message out stronger and stronger, and it's actually lighting a fire under my volunteers, which I appreciate greatly. But I want you to remember that yes, I am the candidate running for U.S. Congress, but this is not about me. This is not just my campaign. This is about you. This is not just a district level campaign in District 13. Pete Stark represents everything that's wrong with Washington. The disrespect, the ruling class mentality versus the citizenry, the tyranny, the crookedness, the ethics investigations that he scoots by. We need to stop him and the other politicians that are in Washington immediately. Now the thing is for me, my definition of a victory is different than others. I'm not going in for world fame. In fact, I go in with the idea that I may very well be an assassination target by the time I'm done because I'm going after those guys. But for me, a victory is if I can inspire 5 or 10 other patriots around the country to stand up for their community, with the support of their community, with the support of the country behind them, and with moral fiber at their core. that are willing to take the country back, no matter whether it's popular or not, I will have won, and you will have won. So in closing, I want you to remember, yes, as the candidate, I have my role. But you have your role as well. And again, they can try to keep us invisible, but they can't keep us quiet. They can't make us quit. And I'm counting on you for victory in November. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Hey, Board.